Friday night, your team's heading to happy hour. You text, "Something came up." The truth? You want to go home, order food, lie on the couch. And you feel like you have to lie about it, as if staying home is something to be ashamed of, as if there's something wrong with you. Too introverted, lazy, antisocial. But here's the truth no one tells you. Loving to stay home isn't a flaw you need to fix. It might actually be a sign of emotional intelligence. Psychology calls this the difference between reactive solitude, staying home to escape, and intentional solitude, staying home as a strategic choice. And these two things are completely different. Today, I'm going to show you 5 types of people who love staying home, from those who need shelter to those who use home as a launch pad to build their lives. And I'll tell you which type you are. Stick with me, because what you discover might change how you see yourself. Let's start with the first group. I call them the refuge seeker, those looking for shelter. They stay home not because they're lazy. They stay home because life pushed them there. Picture this: 8 hours of meetings, office politics, micromanaging boss, drama with coworkers. When you get home, the only thing you want is to close the door and not talk to anyone. It's not that you hate people. You've just run out of energy to deal with them. Psychology calls this refuge-seeking behavior. When the outside world becomes too toxic, too draining, your brain automatically seeks a space to survive. Home becomes a refuge, a place to heal, a place to think, a place to regroup before stepping into tomorrow's battlefield. And here's what's important. They can enjoy socializing, just after they've had enough time to recharge. You know that feeling, right? When you skip an event and feel guilty? But deep down, you know if you went, you'd fake smile all night and come home exhausted. A survey by the American Psychological Association shows that 77% of adults regularly experience stress affecting their physical health. And guess what? Home is their natural defense mechanism. Validation for you. This isn't weakness. This is survival. This is self-preservation. This is you knowing your limits and respecting them. Calm in the storm, refuge in chaos. But there's another group. They don't stay home because life pushes them. This is their nature. Group 2, the true introvert. For them, staying home isn't a preference, it's a necessity for mental balance. You know the concept of social battery? That's not an excuse, that's real science. Neuroscience shows that introverts' brains process stimulation differently. Every conversation, every interaction, every small talk drains part of their energy. Picture this. You go to an office party, you smile, you chat, you appear social. But inside, you're counting every minute until you can leave. It's not that you hate your coworkers, you're just performing. Every conversation demands energy. Every event is a performance. Going home equals finally taking off the mask. No masks, no performances, just them. And here's an interesting stat. Research estimates 30 to 50% of the population are introverts. You're not alone in wanting to be alone. Validation. It's not that they don't enjoy people. They've learned that too much external stimulation leads to burnout. That's not antisocial. That's self-aware. They know their limits. They respect their energy. And they don't apologize for it. But there's a more interesting group. They don't escape to home. They choose home to create. Group 3. And this is the interesting one. They don't escape to home. They choose home to create. For them, home isn't a place to rest. It's where ideas come to life. Think of this. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter in a small apartment. Steve Jobs started Apple in a garage. The most successful YouTubers in the world built empires from their bedrooms. Psychology calls this the need for deep work. To achieve flow state, you need uninterrupted time. And guess what? There's nowhere more uninterrupted than home. Picture this. You have a personal project. You want 4 hours undisturbed. You sit down, code, write, design. And when you look up, you've created something. No bar needed. No club needed. No social event needed. You need space to create. Their home is like a mini laboratory, where seeds of innovation are planted. Validation for you. This isn't about avoiding the world. This is about diving deep into your mind without distraction. People call you boring for not going out Saturday? You're not boring. You're building something. And that's not weakness. That's discipline. There's one more group often mistaken for introverts. Group 4, the noise avoider. Let me clarify right away. They're not introverts, not antisocial. They just find loud, busy places overwhelming. You know this feeling? Going to a party with friends? You don't hate your friends, you hate the noise. Music too loud, too many people, everyone talking at once, flashing lights, everything happening at once, sensory overload. Psychology calls this sensory processing sensitivity. Their brains process stimuli more intensely than others. 1 decibel for normal people is 10 decibels for them. It's not that they don't know how to have fun, their fun is different. Fun equals doing what they want, in peace, without social pressure. A good movie is more engaging than a concert to them. An evening reading is more fulfilling than a party. Validation. It's not that they dislike people, it's the noise and chaos they avoid. They still connect, just in their own way. But there's a type 5 that almost no one talks about, and this is the type that changes everything. And now type 5, the type almost no one talks about. They don't escape to home, they use home as a launch pad. I call them the productive hermit, hermits with purpose. This is the most important distinction in this entire video. Psychology differentiates 2 types of solitude. Reactive solitude, staying home because the world pushed you there. Survival mode. Intentional solitude, staying home because you choose to build something. Thriving mode. One is defense, one is offense. Picture this. There are people who don't post grinding on LinkedIn, don't show off hustle on Instagram, don't check in at co-working spaces. They stay home, quietly, working, and one day, they launch something that makes everyone ask, when did you have time to build this? The answer? Every weekend I stayed home instead of going out, you know? Steve Jobs started Apple in a garage. Jeff Bezos started Amazon from home. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter in a small apartment while unemployed. The most successful creators, thinkers, and builders in history were all strategic hermits. They don't stay home because they fear the world, they stay home to conquer it. And here's the most important reframe today. Your home isn't where you hide from success. It's where you create it. Being a homebody isn't a weakness you need to manage. It's a superpower you deploy. Validation for you. If you're this type, you're not lazy, you're not antisocial, you're building something that's not ready to show the world yet. But there's an important truth to address. And this is where I have to be honest with you. Peace and isolation are very close to each other. That line is thinner than you think. Warning signs. Stay in peace too long without movement quietly becomes loneliness. Stay in silence too long, start overthinking. Stop growing. Stop feeling motivated. There's a hard truth. The comfort that once healed you can become the reason you feel stuck. Here's the crucial difference. Home is a sanctuary when you choose it. Home is a prison when you're afraid to leave. A Cigna survey shows 61% of adults report feeling lonely, and a significant portion of them are people who stayed home too long without realizing loneliness was creeping in. Ask yourself, are you staying home because you want to thrive, or because you're afraid of the outside world? Balance. Step outside sometimes. Walk. Sunlight. Small talk with people who feel safe. Home should recharge you, not trap you. So which of the 5 types are you? The refuge seeker. Home is shelter from a tiring world. The true introvert. Home is a necessity to recharge your social battery. The creative. Home is a studio to create, to build, to think. The noise avoider. Home is escape from sensory overload. The productive hermit. Home is a launch pad to build your life. Are you one type, or a mix of many? The truth? Most of us are a mix. Some days you're the refuge seeker, just need to escape the world. Some days you're the creative, need space to build something. Some days you're both. And here's the permission I want to give you today. There's no right way to live, only a way that's true to yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you stay home. Home should be your place to rest and build, not your reason to hide. Solitude builds your soul, but the world reminds you it's still alive. Today you've seen 5 types: refuge seeker, true introvert, creative, noise avoider, productive hermit. And one truth: home isn't where you hide from success. Home is where you create it. The permission I want to give you. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you stay home. Just remember, home should recharge you, not trap you. If this video resonated, subscribe. Comment below, which type are you? Discord link in the description. See you in the next video.